everybody, and welcome to Friday. Congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back. We made it. I hope everybody had a good and safe week. We're able to make some money, put some stuff in the bank. So I want to welcome you all again to my journey. And actually, this isn't just my journey. It's actually Kelly and I's journey. If you watched the last video, which is probably right there somewhere, you'll see that both Kelly and I, what we want to do is we want to live off dividends. But really what we want to do is we want to buy some land and we want to build a house and build a winery, live off the dividends, make some wine, just enjoy ourselves because we're getting close to retirement, but we need a plan to get there. So this is going to be a review of the plan. I love spreadsheets, but guess what? No spreadsheets. There will be absolutely no spreadsheets in this presentation. I'm going to make it nice and professional so you can actually see everything that's going on and read it. So I appreciate you all watching. Again, go check out the last video, give you an update of what was going on. Like and subscribe, and please leave stuff in the comments. Feel free to troll me. I may not leave it a nice response, but go ahead. Absolutely love it. So let's get to this. So come on. There we go. So let's talk about the week in review. So we're going to go over how we performed. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about last week. So let's talk about the week that ended last Friday, August the 8th. First off, excuse me, I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, so we moved funds out of Citibank into E-Trade. The reason we did that is because Citibank would not let me trade things that I wanted to trade, and I was very upset at them. So I pulled the money out and I took it to E-Trade where I could do what I wanted to do. So I pulled money out, Citibank sent it to E-Trade. I still have Coney, ULTY, and YMAX in Citibank right now. I'm just going to continue to let them grow, let them reinvest, so that way that grows. I am using half of everything, half of all the distributions to pay off a credit card, and I think that's very important that everybody know that. So don't want to carry debt, don't want to carry interest. Interest is really, debt just knocks you down. Everything you earn will go away if you don't have interest. So if you have interest. So I am taking half of everything that I earn in that Citibank account, and I'm putting it towards that credit card and paying that credit card off. So, by the way, just so you know, everything from this point forward, I am not a financial advisor. I am not telling you what to do. Do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. This is only what I'm doing, and this is for entertainment purposes only. And if I entertain you, please leave a like and let me know. I don't want to be boring because financial stuff is boring. For some people, I absolutely love it. Anyway, so let's get back to this. And then, so leaving Coney, ULTY, and Max in my Citibank. In my E-Trade, in my Roth E-Trade, I've got YMAX, Palantir, ULTY, and NVIDIA. So those are all weekly players. Oh, by the way, back to Citibank, the Coney is a monthly payer. ULTY and YMAX are, those are weekly. So YMAX, Palantir, ULTY, and NVIDIA, those are all weeklies. They're in my Roth, so they're growing tax-free. And then in my standard E-Trade account, I have the Coinbase, Robinhood, and Ethereum weekly pairs as well. And then for the week, we had $268.62 in distributions. That's pretty awesome, going from zero distributions up to 68 in a few weeks was absolutely awesome. My Citibank balance is sitting at 11,250. E-Trade total 17,408. And then that gives me a total of 28,658. So that is exactly how we ended the week of August the 8th. So now we're going to talk about the week of August 15th. So let's get into this. So first off, oh, yeah, I should probably go over the holdings too. So here are the holdings. Here's how they were left: 472 for Coney, 650 ULTY, 297 YMAX. That was Citibank. E-Trade, Palantir, 35, ULTY, 254.36, NVIDIA, 55, YMAX, 114.04. And that is because those are dripped. Those decimal points those are dripped. So that's where you're going to see that. And then on my standard E-Trade, Coinbase 71, Robinhood 53, and Ethereum 140. I just added that this last week. I ordered that last week. I did not do it this week, so I did not get paid on this week. So you'll notice in the presentation that there isn't a payment. So Monday came, and I sat on my hands, and I sat on my hands. Nothing happened on Monday. And then Tuesday came, and I sat on my hands again. There are some people out there who have weekly payers that pay like every day. I could do that. That would keep me busy for like 5 minutes, but I'm okay with what I've got. So I'm not too concerned that I didn't get paid or didn't do anything Monday. I worked on this presentation. I worked on this beautiful presentation, which I hope you enjoy. Let me know. So let's get back to this. All right, so Tuesday. And then Wednesday came. Bum, bum, bum. We got paid on Wednesday. So our Coinbase paid us $23.36, which was down a little bit. Robinhood was up a little bit to $84.69. The NVIDIA $28.89 and Palantir $39.94. So pretty cool. Got paid on Wednesday. And so here's what I did with those. First off, I got paid. So I took part of that my paycheck and I put it into some things and also reinvested those distributions. So coin, I got 2, NVIDIA got 5, ULTY 10, Robinhood, I got 2, Palantir 1, and Ethereum added 1 more to that. Then we went to Thursday. Yeah, Thursday was another one of those days. Nothing was going on. But I was able to update my spreadsheet and do a couple other things, so which you'll see in a few moments. And then Friday came. Payday today! So first off, my Ethereum, which I had bought a week ago, right at Declaration Day, so I didn't get paid for. I got paid for it this week, so $34. Got paid for ULTY, which was up a little bit, $65.39, and YMAX, which was down a little disappointing. It wasn't down that much, but it was down. I still got paid. I still got paid. Right? I still got paid. Not worried about it. I'm just starting into this journey, so I'm good with it. And then, so Friday, then here's what we do with our distribution. So I told you, Citibank, that I am actually paying down my credit card. So I was able to pay $49.90 towards my credit card. The rest I reinvested. So Coney, I got 3, ULTY, I got 2, YMAX, I got 1, and then I reinvested my Ethereum back into my Ethereum. And then let's talk about Robinhood. Let's talk about Robinhood. So in my Robinhood account, and there's another video, I'll link it. I started in October 2023 with a new trading plan. And in that trading plan, going for 1% gains, 1% gains, 1% gains, and just building and letting that grow. Because as you know, it's compounded every time you do it. So it's not 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's like 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and then it just continues to grow from there. So absolutely fantastic. I've only taken one loss out of 100 and right about 100. I can't remember exactly, 100 some trades. One loss. I think it's a pretty darn good trading record. But small 1% gains, something that's quick and achievable, and then moving forward. So sometimes I'll get into a trade and I'll hold on to it, and then eventually I'll get that 1%. So I got into Crowd, CRWD, back in July. It hit my goal, and I broke my rule. I'm sorry. And I didn't get out. I let it go up, and then it just stumbled, and it's been stumbling for a month. And I finally decided today, with a little bit of help from the community and Blossom, thank you guys and gals, greatly appreciate it. I got out of it, and because I need to put that money to work. You're just sitting there doing nothing. So I had to put it to work. All right, so here's what we did. So I sold my Crowd. Took a loss of $12.1947. Immediately got back into Robinhood, and actually took a $111 gain right out of the gate. So actually, it took all day for it to do that, but that's okay. We got the gain. That's all that matters. So the plan, which was the original plan before I got stuck in Crowd, the plan is every time I take a gain in Robinhood, every time I'm trading and I take a gain, half of that gain I'm rolling back in to continue to trade to grow that trading count, but I'm also taking half of it and I'm putting it into the ETFs. So that way we have dividend income that's coming in as well. It'll grow a little bit slower, but it's all paying for itself. So it's not money out of my pocket. So what I did is I bought into the Misty Weekly. This is a new one. It's only been out for a few weeks. And you'll see there's decimals on there because in Robinhood I can buy fractional shares. So I just did $56, which was just about half, a little bit more than half, to pay for that share. So there's where we are on that. Now, so tomorrow, first off, ULTY and YMAX did not pay me on E-Trade today. They did last week, but they didn't do it this week. So I'm either going to get paid tomorrow or Monday. They're both dripped, so I don't care about it. I'll be updated next Friday. I'll let you guys know what it was. I know basically what it is because I've got it on my spreadsheet. But I'm not counting it for this week just because of the fact that they weren't official. If they come in tomorrow, which they do sometimes, then I'll count it as far as this week. But it's not my account, so it is not mine. All right, so let's talk about some cool stuff. Let's talk about next week because we already know, as you know, all these ETFs, they put out exactly what they're going to be paying. And so you can pretty much, what you're getting, which is kind of cool. So we already know what we're going to get on some of our ETFs next week. And there's been some pretty cool news. I know a lot of you have already seen it. There's like really cool stuff. So let's get into this. So Coin, Robinhood, and Palantir, which are all part of Roundhill, had massive increases. Robinhood, $135. So all four of these are my payday on Wednesday. We're going to have a really good payday on Wednesday. The other thing is, also on Wednesday, I finally get my first monthly distribution from Coney. That is going to be awesome. So again, that is in my Citibank. So that's actually going to go half towards my credit card, and then the other half reinvest. And darn sure I'm going to be. And I have a general idea what it might be, but seeing all the Coinbase performances this week, so I'm really hoping for a pretty decent payout. We'll know Monday. I think Monday is the day we're going to find out exactly what that's paying. So pretty excited about that. Pretty excited. So let's talk about our end of the week balances. So Citibank 11,245. So that's down a little bit. E-Trade 17,941. That is up a little bit. We now have Robinhood into the mix as well, which is 75.32, which was like 85, but we won't talk about that. It was 83, 85 anyway. So we won't talk about that. Gives us a balance of 36. So my goal is to get my first stepping stone goal is $50,000 balance in my account. So only 13 off. That is not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. Then the other goal is we want to get that 100,000 in passive income. So this week, excuse me as I'm belching again. Goodness, I hope you didn't hear that. So this week, Citibank paid us 98. E-Trade paid us 211 for the month, 318 Citibank, and 466 for E-Trade. So we do some math, and then we've got Citibank estimating for the year, estimating because all these numbers change. They're not guaranteed every week. So we're looking at Citibank is 5,100 for the year and 10,000 for a year. So it's actually a year, not the year. So that gives us a total 1 year forecast of $16,000. So I've added $16,000 to my bottom line in the matter of a couple weeks. Just taking dead money that's been sitting around doing nothing, and now I have this. So absolutely appreciate you all watching this update. It's been really fun putting this update together. It's always fun when you're making money. I hope you're doing the same. Again, have yourself an absolutely wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Friday. Actually, no. On Sunday, there will be a food video, so check out the food video on Sunday. Chicken in the Garden, homemade music by me. Have yourself an absolutely awesome weekend. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, that's yummy.